What is going on, betting people? It's your boy UT here back with another video. We took a tiny amount of profit from the Champions League slate. We're looking at pushing that into the weekend and seeing some more green. Let's get into it. Yes, boys. So here we are. We got a few bets and a new market that we are looking at hammering throughout this weekend's games, but covering back on the Champions League that we played midweek. Finished with about zero point 0.1 units of profit. You know, any green is good green, any profit is good profit. Man City are letting us down with that win either half. Couldn't get it done in the first half against Sporting, even though they had multiple chances, and then they're going losing the game. Apart from that, a pretty solid night, pretty solid bets. Feyenoord also letting us down, but Musiala turns up, AC Milan turn up, and we finish the 2 days with a little bit of profit, which we can never sniff at. So we're looking at pushing on into the weekend's games. First of all, we're going into Saturday. The first game we are looking at is Man City against Brighton. Interesting one because Man City, you know, we backed them last time because we thought they can't lose two in a row, and they're going to lose two in a row. So might as well double down at the fact that, you know, Pep's surely on their arse here to not lose three in a row. And against the Brighton side that give anyone opportunities that might be away from home. It's never an easy game, but they do give you opportunities. So I think the best market here we are looking at, we've got Man City 3 to 5 goals is at plus 200 right now. I think it's solid value for a game that Man City should see opportunities to score three. Haaland's been putting some sitters over the bar in the stand. He just can't seem to put one in the back of the net, or put more than one, should I say, in the back of the net with them numerous chances. City after two losses against a Brighton that give anyone opportunities. You know, I think this is a good bet for City to get a couple, even if Brighton score. You know, we should be seeing enough opportunities for this City team with the backs against the wall. Like Pep said, he enjoys it, he likes it. We'll see if that is the case, and hopefully they come back firing in this one. Next up, we're going with Wolverhampton. Again, you can see this goal range. We're loving this on Bet365. We think it's a real great market to exploit, not only just the overs, but by putting the range in, we can really increase the value. We've gone Wolverhampton at home to Southampton. 2 to 3 goals again at plus 120. So Wolves at home, you know, finally getting a bit of luck, or finally putting the ball in the back of the net, should I say. I think this has got to be an opportunity that Gary O'Neill on the Wolves side see as, you know, a way of grabbing points. And I think Southampton are capable of a goal. But Wolves at home, this has got to be one they get something from. So I think 2 goals is very possible for them. Enough opportunities for that, at least 3 goals in the cover. I don't think we see it anymore. So I think that the fact that we get more than even money for this, happily take that. The next up is Bournemouth against Brentford. Same market, 2 to 3 goals for Bournemouth at plus 137, getting nearly plus 140 for this. Happy with this any day because Brentford, you know, giving opportunities. They're having mad games with everyone end to end. They're such a strange bogey team, and Bournemouth flying at the minute. You know, Bournemouth scoring 2 against City, winning that game, equalising late against Liverpool. The confidence will be sky high, and they'll fancy themselves at scoring chances against anyone, or at least creating opportunities. Again, I think this is the case because Brentford games seem to be, you know, pretty mad. Maybe we see the opposite this weekend, but for plus 140 to Bournemouth to get 2 or 3 goals, I think it's a great opportunity considering the confidence that they have. Next up, we'll go over to Scotland. We're going Aberdeen against Dundee. Looking to get back on track after the Celtic game. You know, a bit of a disappointing result for them, but at home against a Dundee that are struggling. Again, I think it's a great market to see 2 or 3 goals for Aberdeen. Sitting at plus 110, they should see enough opportunities here to grab themselves a couple of goals and hopefully stay within that bracket. But like I said, it's a great opportunity to get back on track and back to where they were, you know, pushing and making Celtic and Rangers sweat a little bit, which is always interesting in the Scottish League because it's always dominated by them two teams, and it's quite a boring league from my point of view. But to see a team like Aberdeen stepping up is something that we like to see. We're going to back them this weekend as well on that. Next up, we are travelling to Spain. We've got Villarreal against Alaves. Again, we're going with the 2 to 3 goals market. Like I said, it's such an opportunity. I think instead of going on the over 1.5, to go for that 2 or 3 market. Rarely do we see teams score 4 goals. So this is currently sitting at plus 110 at home. They're currently in 4th place. They're flying. A little bit of confidence. Strikers getting goals like Perez at home against Alaves, who are averaging 2 goals conceded on the road. They're really struggling away from home. I think it's a good opportunity for Villarreal in front of their own stadium to get something from this. Then we are going over to Germany. Werder Bremen against Kiel. Kiel have conceded 23 goals in their 9 games. Werder have only got a bad home record this season because they played everyone big. They played Dortmund, they played Leverkusen, they played Munich. So this is a game that they surely have pinpoint and been like, look, 3 points on the board, couple of goals, bit of confidence, and push on from there. That is why we're going 2-3 goals again at plus 100. This is not as valuable as the others, but like I said, against a team that is struggling to keep anyone out. I mean, averaging, 23 goals in 9 games. That's nearly 2.5 goals a game away from home. Again, they're struggling even more than they are at home. So we take Werder Bremen on them odds, even though they've had some tough games. It's easy to count them out. But when you take away the tough games, these are the big games they'll be pinpointing to get points on the board. Then, boys, we are going into Sunday's games. The first one, we're going Ipswich to score 1 to 2 goals, minus 138 against Spurs. Spurs playing Thursday night European football. They might be at home, but Ipswich, they're proving that they can score against a lot of teams. And with the championship defence that they do have, they need to score. Players like Delap, Smodics, Jack Clark, they've got some decent quality going forward. And we think we can grab a goal in this one because Tottenham give anyone opportunities. We've also got that barrier of 2 goals just to increase. I think 1 goal or Ipswich to score is around minus 188. The fact that we're getting minus 138 to score 1 to 2, I don't really see Ipswich scoring 3 goals, but more than a possibility of grabbing 1, maybe somehow sneaking a second. But 1 goal, I think, is pretty much what I see. And for 138, I will take that any day of the week, considering to score over 0.5, it's minus 188. Then we are going into Stuttgart, the Bundesliga against Frankfurt. Frankfurt obviously playing Thursday night. Stuttgart played in the Champions League. They lost to Atlanta. They'll be looking for a bounce back here. I think it's a good opportunity. Frankfurt are always a team that is tougher at home or tougher to play away at their stadium than it is to play them at home. They've had that quick turnaround from Thursday and they'll be on the travel. So yeah, I think it'll be one Stuttgart should see some opportunities and want to get back in the race. So that is our current bets for this weekend slate. A lot of the same stuff. The goal range is something we are trying out. I think there's a lot of value in there. So if you do have the opportunity, a lot of this is on Bet365. The current odds, they may change, but with this sort of stuff, the odds aren't changing too drastically. So there shouldn't be much difference towards kickoff. As always, you can line watch though. Before we forget, we're also throwing in a little parlay, putting the 2 of our combinations together. So we're going to go Man City 3 at 5 goals and Aberdeen 2 at 3 goals. Half a unit on that, currently sitting at plus 530. More than good enough odds to have a little flutter and have a little more excitement this weekend if you do fancy tailing that. Anything more will be added to the X. So go follow that UT_betting2. There is weekly streams, daily streams over on Whatnot for cards and footy stickers if you are interested in that. We also have a lot of other socials, Instagram, TikTok. I've got a podcast, Tea&Tackles. Go check that out. Episode coming soon. As always,